This is the basic DIY kit that I've made up, basing it on my cheap compression gauge. So we'll just run you through what I did and we'll go from there. So this is what I started with. This old ugly compression tester kit that I had lying around that I think I paid maybe $30 for online about 11 years ago. Obviously standard kit, push fittings, the original fitting that I've got my transducer connected to, and the little adapters for the different spark plug holes. Simple. I was thinking about making one. I saw them online and I saw how easy it was to make, and I knew I had this little old compression tester kit lying around, so I thought, why not cut it up and buy a cheap transducer online and see what I can get out of it. So it worked out relatively well, I think. This compression tester kit didn't really cost much. Obviously what I did is I took out the Schrader valve out of the bottom of that. Obviously the Schrader valve lets it build up pressure, keep pressure inside. We don't want that to read properly. You can obviously put that back in, put this gauge back on it. Cheap 100 PSI sensor off eBay. I think I paid about $15 for it. So that, with the wiring and the banana plugs, probably takes this kit to around $50 or so, compared to $1,500 for a WPS or one of the Fluke PV350s, which is still quite highly priced, even second hand. I did make it a quick fitting because I wanted to be able to take this off and put the actual gauge back on it to do manual testing of compression by putting the Schrader valve back in. But I made a bit of a mistake when I ordered it online and I got the wrong thread. So it doesn't matter, I'm never going to use this again, so I can throw that in the bin anyway. Got all my adapters here in case I need them. Relatively simple. Pressure transducer comes with obviously the wiring, and I just connected it and made my own wiring. Put some banana plugs stackable on there because obviously I plugged them into my 5-volt power source. The little reference box that I made up, that I'll do a video on how I made that as well in case anyone wants to use that, and I'll show you how you can use that to power this up, but also to use that to actually test any 5-volt reference sensor. So that's that. Quick simple video, not much else to say. I'll do another video. I'll show the comparison between this and the WPS 500 and we'll see if this cheap little sensor does the job. Would you rely on it to sell a customer $3,000 worth of internal engine work? Probably not. Is it great for the DIY home guy? Absolutely. Is it good to have a test for a general mechanic? Yes, it's still a good indication, but I certainly wouldn't rely on it to sell any big jobs. But I will do the comparison with the WPS 500 and we'll see the difference and see whether we can actually rely on it or we can't. Here it is. We'll do the comparison with it now. We'll put it in the Pico and then we'll see what it comes up with, and then we'll put the WPS 500 in it and we'll put them together and see what they look like.